Good morning, rise and shine. It is Friday morning. It is June the 17th. I am first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together 7 days a week. We chat, see what's doing in the world of weather, hopefully getting your day started off on the right note, hopefully getting your day started off informed when it comes to Mother Nature. There are two big stories that we are tracking, and of course, we've got you covered. First and foremost, we continue to track the heat. It is big heat across Central Florida, and we're going to be taking you county by county to take a look. We're also looking ahead to the weekend. It is Juneteenth weekend. It is Father's Day weekend, and we've got you covered across all of Central Florida. But before we dive too deep into anything else, let's just look outside live. There is a rocket launch scheduled, and this is going to be one of the vantage points that we will use to check out said rocket launch. This is Coco looking over toward Port Canaveral. It is gorgeous, but sure, there is a little bit of cloud cover out that direction. What's kind of interesting is that there is not a lot of cloud cover at my house. I see some stuff off in the distance, toward the east, mind you, which is where that camera is. But I look off to the west, and it is completely clear, completely blue sky. Oh, but it is warm. Look at these temperatures. 80 degrees in Orlando right now. 77 degrees in Sanford. 77 degrees in New Smyrna Beach. 82 right now. Oh, excuse me. I had coffee. Excuse me. We're 82 degrees in Melbourne. First warning, live Doppler radar. Rain-free. Oh, man. We could all use some rain, right? For goodness sake, help to break this heat a little bit. Just a little bit would work. That's not where we're headed, at least in terms of the forecast today. So where are we going? Only a 10% chance, a whisper of a passing sprinkle. Julianne is asking, good morning, Eric. Another hot one? Yeah. Let me just do this. Yeah, 97 degrees once again today with hardly a mention of any showers or thunder showers. We desperately need that rain, but that's just not what's coming to fruition today. So average high sits at about 91 degrees. We are going to do 97 in Orlando. We'll do about 98 degrees in Leesburg, 98 degrees in Wildwood. Once again, we are into dangerous heat across Central Florida. So you must take it easy. And if you think that that's hot, take a look at our forecast for tomorrow. As soon as I type the word tomorrow. Let's just take a look at this together. '97 in Orlando, 99 degrees in Leesburg, 99 degrees in the Villages. These are not heat index values. These are actual temperatures. Elizabeth says it's summer. I get that, but our average high very clearly states that we sit at 91 degrees. This is well above the average high. 91, 97. This is more than just summer. This is dangerous territory. So where do we end up in terms of heat index values tomorrow? Because of course, if tomorrow is going to be an even higher forecast, we're once again into the heat index values of the triple digits. What about for today, right? Let's talk about records these next couple of days. Today, heat index values in the triple digits. Tomorrow, we're still close to records, but I think that we're going to destroy a record in Sanford. 99 is our forecast high for tomorrow in Sanford. 97 is the old forecast high, an almost 40-year record. Taylor, I don't disagree with you. Terry says, I think outdoor workers should get paid time off for dangerous heat. It's such a big concern, right? Muggy, plenty of heating, usually widespread storms are triggered. What trigger mechanism are we lacking currently? Chuck, that's a good question. So there's, let me show it to you. Let me pull up another model. So, and I showed this the other day. If we look at the heights 500 anomaly. All right. So if we look at, this is the 500 millibar anomaly. So if you figure the atmosphere is just a pocket of air, right? The thinner it is, the higher up you go. We're at about 1,000 millibars down here. It's a little more, but you get the idea. So we're at about 1,000 millibars here. 0 millibars means that there's no pressure, means that it's space. 500 millibars is halfway up the atmosphere, which is what you're looking at here, okay? Upper level setup has this big ridge, this big pocket of dry, stable air, okay? That is essentially sinking our air, compressing it and heating it. Now watch how that starts to shift out Saturday, and we're going to start to break that heat bubble a little bit, right? That's good. I'll take that. Then continuing into Tuesday, Wednesday, that ridge kind of starts to broke back in. So we may be talking about some energy. What is this little goober right here, huh? What's that little goober? What's that little goober? But you get the idea. So when that ridge is here, there's definitely something to a heat component to our air. So with that said, obviously, yeah, that's going to mean the not necessarily record heat, but just the dangerous heat. So let's just talk about these next couple of days, okay? We know that the heat is here, but it does back off just a little bit by Sunday. So tomorrow, we're going to start to allow some moisture back into Central Florida. And then looking ahead to Sunday, Monday, that moisture will finally translate into lesser disgusting air. Okay? I mean, look, I'm just going to tell it to you straight. That's where we're at. We are in truly rough territory. Let's just look at these last couple of days. Seriously. Oh, man, we only made it to 96 yesterday, so that broke our streak. Not that I'm hoping for 97s for a couple of days, but like if we're going to be at 96, might as well be at 97 and have a heck of a streak. Oh, well. You can see, though, it's been incredibly hot these last couple of days. So planning your weekend, let's just talk about it, okay? It's Father's Day weekend. It is Juneteenth weekend. Lots going on. Both Saturday and Sunday include decent shower and thunderstorm chances. Saturday, we still have that heat, okay? Then the rains arrive to cool you down. And then looking ahead to Sunday, at least we've got enough rain chance in play. And it happens a little earlier that we're going to be able to keep those temperatures a little more in check. So let's talk about rain coverage, shall we? Here's Futurecast. And this morning we're good. Here's lunchtime. Lunchtime we're looking good. And by the way, there is a rocket launch scheduled today at lunchtime. 12:08 p.m. 90% chance of good weather. Obviously, Futurecast confirmed it. If you're heading out to watch this thing, it's going to be a scorcher, though. But at least the weather is looking good. That's off of 39A over at the Kennedy Space Center. It is a Starlink mission. If it was off of the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, I'd probably try and go. But here we are. Elizabeth, today's Friday, June 17th. Do I have you on today or is this yesterday's broadcast? I'm on my iPhone and will seek you out on YouTube. Would like it to be printed, date, and time of week, as you may say it once, but that doesn't mean I miss it in that moment. So sorry, I don't mean to complain. Just looking to clarify. We do put it on the bottom of the screen, but also look at the timestamp on it. If it says it's live, then it's us live. I just read that, Elizabeth live, so maybe you're live. I don't know. But yeah, look at the timestamp on the video. Texas so hot and dry. Florida so hot and dry. All right, so let's roll through Futurecast here today, and let me just bring it full screen for you. All right, 2 p.m., still hot and dry. 4 p.m., basically still hot and dry. 5, 6 o'clock, a couple of isolated showers, maybe a thunder shower. And then afterward, the West Coast getting in on any of the fun. And that's it. Let's look at your Saturday. Remember, Saturday is going to be a bit of a different one. Eric is asking rain all afternoon tomorrow. Let's take a look. First off, a couple of coastal showers, 9:30 or so. By lunchtime, still good. But notice by 2 p.m. we're already starting to popcorn up some rain. Oh, is that a sight for sore eyes? Oh, man. Bring it on. Oh, look at that. Yeah. 6 p.m., widely scattered showers and storms. 8 o'clock, the rain's still lingering but starting to fade. And then after that, just kind of 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock, mainly quiet, but rain's around. So rain chances dramatically going up. What's the overall big perspective? Here we are sitting in this hot, gross air mass for today. For tomorrow, that front gets here and it just kind of shoves moisture back. Good. And then looking ahead to Sunday, keeps that moisture around, but kind of helps to push the heat bubble out. Now, here's what's interesting, and I'm curious to talk to the Weather Service. Have we declared the rainy season started yet? Because that's a front that's sliding through, and it is that front that's going to help to break this heat bubble. So I don't know that we have started the rainy season yet, right? Like, isn't it amazing that we're talking about a cold front influencing us, bringing us from 97 on Saturday to 93 on Sunday? I don't know that we're there yet, right? I mean, just honest to goodness, I don't know that we've officially fired up the rainy season yet. That front is helping to supply us moisture for our Juneteenth weekend. But yeah, is tomorrow going to have stronger storms since we're hitting the upper 90s as well? It's a possibility, Mickey. I haven't seen, let's just look. I haven't seen any kind of an actual severe threat. Oh, hold on. That's day 1. That's north of us. Oh, yeah. They must have just put that out. So there you go. Yeah, so for tomorrow, isolated strong to severe storms. Let me check and there it is. It's on my phone. They literally must have put that out while we were here on Coffee Talk. So there you go. Lower end smart. See, this is what I love about my little Coffee Talk group, because everybody in here is so weather savvy. Mickey over on YouTube. Love it. I was going to say, I haven't seen them officially put it out there, but yeah, heat, lift, energy, absolutely. Elizabeth, good morning to you. Nikki, that's what I was asking the other day. Doesn't feel like any rainy season has started. I don't know declaratively. Let me hop on the Facebook Messenger real fast and message Tony. I don't know if he's awake yet or if he's working. Not Manolfi, Tony Cristaldi. Stand by. Tony, I don't know if sometimes Tony even watches Coffee Talk. Hey, bud. Question. Have you guys called the start? All right, we'll see what he says. If he doesn't answer me, and again, he's father, husband, National Weather Service meteorologist. If he doesn't answer me during Coffee Talk, I'm going to have to call and ask them. Because, we've gotten those daily storms, but then they keep resetting themselves. So yeah, it's gross, right? But yeah, Nikki, so we'll find out the answer to that. We need it though. And Deshaun points out a very good, accurate observation, which is, hey, at least it's not snowing. Ain't that the truth? You could go in the pool today. It's a great day to do that. You could go to the beach today. Great day to do that. Whatever you do, just get cool. Stay cool. Take it easy. I'll tell you, I was out yesterday briefly, and I felt myself getting really crummy. And it was like, okay, time to stop. Seriously. I mean, I'm not being dramatic. That was the real deal. Hey, Eric, thanks for doing this every day. I met my new IBF, internet best friend, because of your Coffee Talks. Jessica, thank you so much. I love reading that. It's kind of fun when you get to, when we meet friends and as long as it's all good things, that's all. Seems like each year in early summer, we have a heat wave during a dry spell before we get into the heart of the rainy season, Aaron points out. Absolutely. And that's why people are like, it's going to only get hotter from here. And it's like, no, we usually get this one chapter of pain. And then you turn the page and it's like, oh, thank God the storms are here in full force. Yeah. Annie says being 9 months pregnant in this heat is no joke. Yes. I remember my wife pregnant with Eric. She had him in March, and it was like, well, thank God. At least we didn't. John, I would be able to catch a launch. The wife was asking if we were going to be able to go to the launch today, and I'm like, it's off of the Kennedy Space Center, so no, we can't go to the launch, John. Oh, I wanted to. But I remember the wife pregnant with our first gave birth to him in March, and she's like, thank God I missed summer. And then Alexander, we had him in August, and it was just like, I remember that June and July. She's like, I'm over it. I am over this pregnancy. I am over this sunshine. I'm over this heat. I'm over all of that. So, yeah. Woof. All right. Elizabeth, good morning. Drink and stay cool. Just drink. Look, drink and keep yourself hydrated. And I always say that. I know it's silly, but non-alcoholic beverages. Alcohol, it may be a nice cold beer and it's great, but then it dehydrates you. I say that because remember, SeaWorld has free beer, so 1 free beer per person. Just make sure to have plenty of non-alcoholic beverages. Yeah. Father's Day. This weekend. Who was asking? Can somebody tell me if Father's Day is tomorrow? It's not tomorrow, Evelyn. It's Sunday. So you've got a couple of days. But yeah, Father's Day. What are y'all getting your significant other, your spouse, your father figure? What are we doing? What are we doing, everybody? Deshaun says, it would be interesting to compare summer conditions in New Jersey, specifically in the New York City area, compared to Florida. At times, due to the urban heat effect, it's 90 to 100 there. It's so important to have trees in cities. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Dylan, come install some solar with us. Dylan, I have solar on my roof, bud. But you mean actually the physical act. I cannot give enough credit to roofers, solar folks, irrigation techs, lawn care people, anything outside. Good God, just please take it easy. I beg you, whatever you're doing outside, I beg you to take it easy, please. This is no joke. Man, taking to see Motley Crue and Poison apparently in the rain and got a smoker. Rain and got a smoke. Ooh, smoking some meats. I like that. Yeah, there's that big concert too. If you're heading to the beach, by the way, just so that we're all on the same page here. Surf looking great. Water temperatures are starting to come up, my friends. Water temperatures are in the mid 80s. Moderate risk of rip currents. Of course, yes, there is the big concert. Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Poison, yada, yada. Storms will be around. Showers and thunder showers will be around. Yeah. Heads up on that, my friends. It's going to be a stormy concert, maybe. Just have the ponchos. Oh my God, yes, they should be paid so well for being outside like that. It's got to be a killer. Well, and listen, and I've shared this before, but I've had friends that have suffered from heat stroke. I actually had somebody that I knew down in Palm Beach that passed away. He was working on cars, took a break, went to McDonald's, got himself, a little sandwich and a drink and everything, and they found him in his car gone. They found him gone in his car. That's awful. So, and he was a healthy guy. So it could happen to anybody. Right? All right. Feels like temperatures. This is the heat index. It is a calculation of humidity and air temperature. Okay? By lunchtime today, we are in the mid to upper 90s. After that, 2 o'clock, we are right at about 100 or so. Yeah, 4:30, 5 o'clock. Look at that. Let me just go back to 4 o'clock. That seems like 4 o'clock is going to be the highest point. In some spots, it feels like the 90s. In some spots, it feels like the triple digits. So again, I just urge you, whatever you're doing, find ways to stay cool. Find ways to stay cool. Volcano Bay, the water parks. If you're wanting to head to the beach, like I said, the water temperature at the beach is starting to come up. Yeah, it's muggy. Maybe a sprinkle. Yeah. Tina says, I'm headed to Palm Bay after coffee talk. Not looking forward to that heat. No. Carol says, drum corps. Rehearsing in high 90s in North Carolina. I checked my son yesterday. Crown is making sure they are hydrated. Oh, yeah. And, and I don't know the Crown organization, but I know that every drum corps I've ever been around actually had a physician or something to that effect on site to make sure that they were doing everything up to snuff, because you put 150 youngsters out there and you make them work, you better make sure to take care of them as well. So, yeah. It's tough. But just, your son's going to come back half the man he was, literally. He's sweating it all out. Nikki says, I had a case of heat exhaustion several years ago. I now find I tend to be more sensitive to the heat after that. Yeah, we just have to be careful. Joanne says, remember that if you're going to be outdoors for a long period of time, to drink at least one sports drink every few hours to replenish electrolytes. Heat exhaustion is not fun, especially at Florida theme parks. Sometimes water isn't enough. That's what I thought happened to me yesterday. I was drinking water, and it didn't seem to be enough. It really didn't seem to be enough for me. Yeah, I needed something more than just the water. So I get that. I need to mow the grass, but I'm not mowing it. I'm not mowing it until the sun gets a little lower in the sky. I need to wait a bit. I can't. It's dangerous is what it is. Yeah. Shauna says, 2 of my sons work at a kennel in DeLand and are out in the sun with the dogs frequently. In this heat, they put the dogs inside and give them water often. Yeah. Jessica says liquid IV. That's actually what Jeannie always has. Yeah. I take pill form electrolytes daily. I didn't even know that was a thing. Interesting. I love the Gatorade Zero packets to add to my water. I didn't even know that was a thing either. That's good to know. Yeah, I feel like yesterday for me, the water was not enough. Yeah. All right, to the tropics, my friends. Super happy to point out that Invest 93 sure isn't wanting to do much. Bye-bye. Moisture, certainly a thing, but let's look at the raw computer models. We'll switch back over to the tropical view. All right, so this is top left corner, GFS, initialized 06Z, mean sea level pressure, normalized anomaly. So this is what we're going to look at to kind of go over the tropicals happenings. All right, so here we are. It's trying to show something right there, nothing much, but something down around Belize and the Yucatan. Invest 93 is all. All right. Then you've kind of got this little front. Let me just back it up. You've got that front coming into Florida, bringing up the rain chances, lowering the pressures. Thank goodness, bringing us rainfall this weekend. Works for me. There's Monday, Tuesday, more high pressure at the surface. Again, high pressure, compressional heating. I think next week could be another gross heat setup. Jessica says, oh, good. Time for the GFS Wild Imagination. That's right. Remember, it was upgraded this year. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's sit back, sip our coffee, and enjoy the show, right? Now, what I'm seeing here makes sense. It's trying to lower pressures out here, kind of around the Caribbean islands. That's not crazy. Through the 23rd, that seemingly fits into the LRC part of the pattern. The lowered pressures around the Bahamas around the 27th, that's a little late, but it fits into the LRC. But then the GFS is throwing another CAG out there. If I had $1 for every model run that the GFS tried to throw a CAG low into the Gulf of Mexico and hit somebody, I feel like I would be a rich man, right? Like just this year, it's like, and where are we? We're hour 348. It's like everything outside of 300 hours. It's like, throw it out. Aaron, you're accurate. GFS was the best model last year, didn't need upgrading. What happens when the upgrade stinks, right? Don't believe what you're seeing on your screen. Not at all. Let's switch over to the European. And let's just roll through time. All right, so there's Invest 93. There's that front coming through this weekend. Thank God for it. All right, that's hour 90, so we have to revert to the 0Z in order to continue out. There's that lowering pressure. Nothing organized, but just lowering pressure. Again, this is an X-ray in the atmosphere, so don't read too much into it. But lowering pressure around the Turks, Caicos, and the Bahamas, that fits the pattern. Lowered pressure around the Bahamas, maybe nothing terribly organized, but something. Lowered pressure right at hour 240. That fits the LRC, you know? So, and then if we push out to the ensemble afterward, just to continue our vision. Now that's interesting. Look in the bottom right corner there. The Euro trying to develop something in the Caribbean here. I'm just going to scroll that down. Let me just back that up. The European, super, super far south. When you're that far south, you know how CAGs spin up out of that? Well, if you're that far south, you could also spin into something and it just falls apart because you don't have much Coriolis force. And so this is Tuesday, June 20. I know you don't see it, but I do. That's June 28th. Super far south, super far south. That's hour 300. That's Wednesday, June 29th. Yeah.
I found this on the web.
Oh, stop it. I've got to stop that thing. That silly watch. Yeah. So interestingly enough, though, the European keeps wanting to drop pressures toward the end especially. So interesting. You know as well as I do that the European this year has been far better. So it'll be interesting. That's late June into early July. So based on that, let's just look at our calendar. Late June, as I said, what fits the overall pattern? Late June, we're watching Florida around the 25th, 26th. So that's why I said there's that. But then as we look into July, there's really not much early July. The Northeast United States has a weak signal, but I don't think that that'll really return until like September. I think that the September version of this is going to be a much more realistic possibility. So anyway, for now, not much doing. But as always, I encourage you to check out the not upgrade. As a matter of fact, it's so not upgraded or not updated that I'm pretty sure it still says hurricane season is almost here. Let's look. wesh.com/hurricane forecast. Oh, you could hear the, I don't know if you could hear it, but. Okay, I don't need to listen to myself. Anyway, last updated, 8:34 a.m., March 1st. And yeah, the Atlantic hurricane season is right around the corner. I guess I should probably change that just, I don't know. At any rate, the entire hurricane forecast that we issued on March 1st is here. Talking about the hot spots, talking about the storm systems and all of that fun stuff, return dates, all that fun stuff. Not updated, so it's available for your perusing, free of charge. Rose, look at that handsome guy. What? There we go. All right, so that's what we got, people. Tropics, nice and quiet for now. I'll take it. Oh, goodness. Yukon, do your thing. All right, so for today, mostly dry, hot, 97 degrees, our high temperature. Hot 97. You're listening on the radio. For tomorrow, really building in the afternoon showers and thunder showers, thank God. But they're going to be a little late, which means we still get that heat. Okay, then looking ahead to Sunday, the storms start a little earlier for Juneteenth, for Father's Day. That means things are coming down just a little bit. And then, I think that we build that heat back in. I think we'll probably build it in a little quicker than is on the 7-day forecast, just looking at the 500 millibar chart just a little bit. Yukon, is that a Hawaiian shirt? Wearing one similar? I don't know. It's a Columbia shirt. It may be my favorite shirt that I own. It may be my favorite shirt. Chuck, summer starts on Tuesday for that 7-day graphic. Oh, yeah? Did we not put that on there? Hold on. I know we're counting down. Yeah, it is Tuesday. Kellyanne did not put it on the 7-day forecast. I'm going to text her right now. Hold on a second. Chuck from Coffee Talk pointed out that you forgot to put the first day of summer on the 7-day. Pow, pow. All right. Well, we'll probably have to get that added. Drink electrolytes. Take it easy. Do whatever you must do, seriously, to stay cool. Dangerous heat. Dangerous heat. All right? All right. That's all I've got for you, people. Listen. Kelly, don't be yelling at Kellyanne. That's my girl there. Look, I love Kellyanne. You know Kelly. Other Kelly. But I have to tease. Teasing is my love language. If I didn't tease, then you know that I didn't love. Whoops. All right. I will see you guys and gals at 3:30 this afternoon. We're going to be chatting more about the heat this weekend. We're going to be chatting about your weekend festivities. And, of course, we'll retell the tale of FutureCast and see what the models are showing. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. Of course, for updates anytime, wesh.com or the Wesh 2 mobile app. You can zero in on the radar in your neighborhood, check the temperatures, and shed a little tear when you see how hot it is. All right? I will see you guys at 3:30. Bye, y'all.